What's the deal, y'all? This your boy D, the Vegan Alchemist, and today I want to chop up game with you all about a plethora of different herbs, unisex, male, female, and just basically freestyle for y'all real quick, and just give you some very, very valuable and hopefully useful information that you may be able to use. So, first stop on our herb talk is we're gonna chop up game about a couple of these herbs for the female anatomy. You know, it's just good to know, man. It's just good to know. So the first herb that I'm gonna be talking to y'all about is called Damiana. Now, Damiana allows for everybody, but especially women, to be more relaxed. Now, what happens when you're relaxed? What happens when you don't have to worry about the bills, the car, the house, the kids, your class, job, work, paying this and paying that? What happens when all that is eradicated? Now you can relax and enjoy yourself, and your body's not in a stressful mood, a stressful environment. So, thus, Damiana is exclusively used for relaxation. But what comes after relaxation? Intimacy, relations, right? So we got Damiana. Now we got silky cola nut. Half the people that talk to me, man, I get most information from y'all. Every now and then I hear people talk about silky cola nut and the actual silky cola nut, I guess you could say slime. And that stuff right there is extremely great for the female anatomy. Last but not least, is a herb by the name of, I believe Dr. Sadie talked about it, it's called Blessed Thistle. Now, Blessed Thistle allows for women to produce more milk for their children, for their child. It enhances or elevates and balances out the hormones, prolactin, and I believe it's oxytocin. Now, prolactin allows for her to produce more milk, and oxytocin allows for the milk to be able to come out of the breast so that the child may be able to drink the actual milk. So women will notice that their breast gets a lot bigger and they'll be able to produce more milk. And I talk about that one in particular and all these other ones in particular because we're heading into a time that in which you're noticing like it's going to get to points where you're going to need a vaccination to do almost any and everything. And sometimes some people don't want no vaccination, you know what I mean? I'm the type of cat, every vaccination that I've received, everything that's been placed into me, I personally feel has hurted me. The measles and the mumps and rubella. If you look on the documentary Vaxxed, that's VAXXED, most of the individuals who were given that shot, I was given that shot, they ended up being having mental disorders like Down syndrome and things of that nature, and never just grew out of that 3-year-old, 5-year-old phase. And then, the chickenpox virus is basically a form of herpes. So they already shot you with a form of herpes. And then all the metal that I have in my mouth produces a bad memory for me. So we're headed in a time that in which if you let the head honchos, if you let the Federal Reserve, if you let Big Pharma, if you let all these individuals, the cats that really control this whole thing, dictate what you need to do, you're gonna be lost. You know what I mean? But one thing that they all have in common is that they need us to partake and participate in whatever it is that they're doing. You know what I mean? So how do we take our power back? Well, we start back by saying, okay, you know what? I can't go into that store. I don't need to go in that store. I'm my own milk supply. You know what I mean? I'm healthy. I have herbs in the back for my food. I have herbs in the back for my pain. I have herbs in the back for this and that. You know what I mean? So we start by doing that, and like I say, your health is your wealth. So I wanted to start off with those particular herbs. Then I wanted to talk about another herb that one of my homeboys, he just chopped it up with me about it. I'm gonna put this link at the bottom too, man. I want y'all to follow everybody who I talk about, man. That's why I mentioned them. And he was telling me about wormwood, African wormwood. Now we all know that it's so bitter, it gets all the parasites out of the body, because the parasites like what you like. They like chicken, they like noun-laters, they like steak and chicken, all fish. They don't like bitter shit, just like you don't like bitter shit. So when that bitter shit comes into their body, they leave, they jump ship. So we got African wormwood, right? Now, African wormwood is also extremely, extremely great for pain killing. You know, and my homeboy, he was up on it, man. He's already giving people this stuff for pain, and they're loving it. It's working, men and women. So I'm gonna put this information at the bottom, but yeah, it's the truth, man. So we got African wormwood for the parasites and just for pain. Because we got on the subject matter because of kratom. Kratom is also great for pain. Kratom it's a big market for that also. I used to consume kratom. I was very, very healthy at the time, so I didn't feel any effects. And another thing I wanted to chop it with you all about is, let's see, I wanted to talk to y'all about cannabis, marijuana. Now, when I talk about it in a sense of the legal industrial hemp, so you got cannabis that has the high THC, and then you have the legal industrial hemp that can be sold, and that is sold at most of the corner stores that are below 0.3% THC level. That is a level that in which it can't be traced on any cannabis test, and you don't get any high or anything like that. And that's what a lot of people want. Just imagine the effects of cannabis. What they say, happy, hungry, sleepy, right? But without the high. That's the same thing. Your anxiety, right? Okay. Well, your mental health problems, okay. Motivation, okay. You're hungry, right? Your pain, you know, your libido, all that stuff. It's all wrapped into that one little magical plant. It's the whole nine. It contains everything. You know what I mean? So, you know, minerals, vision, glaucoma. So another herb I wanted to talk to you about for spirituality or just to enhance the body and relax the mind is also called mugwort. My homeboy, he talked to me about, I want y'all to hit him up and ask him about that dream herb. He gave me a dream herb and I can't pronounce it right now. I can't remember the name because it's kind of long. It's like an African name. And it's a dream herb, and this herb makes you dream like crazy, man. Like, I literally went to sleep. I dozed off for like 15 minutes, but I was at the level that in which if somebody called my name, I could get up. But I was at that level, but I was actively dreaming. So I knew that I was sitting on my couch, drifting away, but I was in a dream, right? And I had a lot of very, very vivid dreams. So hit them up and ask about that, but I want to talk about dream herbs are great for you. And I also want to talk about the mugwort. Mugwort is also great for having great dreams and things of that nature. Another couple of compounds that I wanted to talk to you about is for spirituality, mental detoxing, because we always talk about the physical detoxing and you know, and all these other things, but we never talk about this right here, detoxing this. This is why maybe your room is always junky, or maybe this is why you're always nervous, or maybe this is why you can't just seem to get over that hump, or you continue to do the same thing. Is because this hasn't been detoxed, this hasn't been cleaned, and we all need to constantly clean this, just like we always clean this right here. So as always, I always talk about the ayahuasca. The ayahuasca allows for one to purge. So now we got that, and then we got the San Pedro cactus, and we got, which is the mescaline, which kind of mimics the effects of what many people say of LSD, which deals with dopamine, which deals with you know, addiction and things of that nature. So we always want to face that a lot. And then we got the magic mushrooms, the Stropharia cubensis, the Pinellia cyanescens. The Pinellia cyanescens is like 3 to 5 times more potent than psilocybin cubensis. Then you got psilocybin azurescens. I don't think I'm pronouncing that right, but that's the most potent one. There have been people reporting that once they go on a trip, and a trip reaches the peak, their body goes into complete paralysis. So that might be one everybody might want to stay away from, but it's somewhat kind of tricky to grow that one because it grows in a cold. So we got the cubensis, the Stropharia cubensis, and they mimic dimethyltryptamine. This is the thing that allows for you to, this is the stuff, man, DMT, dimethyltryptamine. It allows for one to decalcify that pineal gland and allow for you to astral project and just go to these dimensions and actually do the healing work. So I also wanted to talk to y'all about milk thistle. Most people get milk thistle and blessed thistle mixed up, because you would think milk thistle will be the one that would allows for women to produce more, you know, prolactin and oxytocin. But no. So blessed thistle is perfect for everybody. I said blessed thistle. Milk thistle is perfect for a person who's trying to detox their liver. Maybe you've taken a lot of medication. Maybe you just drink a lot. Maybe you have psoriasis of the liver or something. So you need something to detox that liver, get all that medication out of your body, that's just been constantly accumulating. So take your milk thistle, man, and it cleans the whole. Of course, I gotta get to the male health, prostate, man, prostate problems, man. A lot of guys all over the world are dealing with prostate problems. So how do we address this issue? Well, we have one herb by the name of stinging nettle. Stinging nettle basically reduces the prostate size and just enhances the male reproductive area. We also have something by the name of saw palmetto, which women can actually consume also. Also helps their hair get fuller, and it allows for their hair to grow a lot better, longer, thicker, and stronger. But it also helps shrink the size of the male prostate so that everything's copacetic, you know. And then we have something by the name of mimosa pudica. Now mimosa pudica, it removes the inflammation from the actual prostate gland. Then it shrinks the prostate gland, and then it balances out all the hormones within the actual body. So that shit right there is dope as hell, bro. So, you know, man, bro, it's like nature got us, man. It just, we have to believe, right? It's like the ocean is coming this way, right? And we trying to swim that way. We gotta go with the flow, you know. What's gonna happen is gonna happen, right? So we gotta kind of keep it copacetic. And if we try to go against nature, if we glorify the things, that we don't need to glorify, and we place time and energy and attention into things that we don't need to place time, attention, and energy into, as a result, we're going to go the complete opposite. See what we're doing in society is we're trying to fight nature. We're trying to create our own rules. We're trying to recreate creation, and it's impossible. All we have to do is go with creation. The universe has our back, right? The universe has our back. Nature has our back. The herbs are out here, man. But our lifestyles and how we move around, bro. So we kind of gotta take a step back and look at ourselves and say, you know what? Maybe I'm a little bit messed up, and maybe I need to do something to actually try to fix it. And partaking in the usage of these herbs is something that you could actually do to actually enhance it. So I hope y'all found this information beneficial, bro. Peace, love, and God bless.